Okay, folks, this is the Indiana Jones of Rowland Heights, the Rowland Heights Advocate and publisher of the Gazette, and we're bringing to you a recording of the special study session that the Rowland Unified School District School Board had this evening at 4:30, and it's kind of anticlimactic. Hey, 17 minutes was all gone. I mean, my camera hadn't even gotten warmed up yet, folks. So take a look, see what's happening. And be ready for next month. We're going to have a regular board meeting, get down to some brass tacks, all kinds of issues. So probably spending more time now than on the whole meeting. So enjoy. Bye now.
At exactly 4:30. Dr. Mitchell, roll call.
David Malkin.
Present.
Donna Friedman.
Here.
Carrie Chen.
Here.
Lynn Evankamp. Here. Angelina Craig.
Here.
Everyone's present.
Okay, then Ms. Evankamp, will you lead us in the flag salute, please?
Just put your right hand over your heart and repeat with me. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we have the adoption of the agenda of the study session Board of Education meeting of Tuesday, March 22nd, 2016. I need a motion to adopt the agenda. Have a first by Donna Friedman,
A second.
second by Lynn Evankamp. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have public comments.
We have one.
We have one.
Yeah. Dennis, can you do the timer, please? Okay.
It's Mr. Roy Humphreys.
Okay, my name is Roy Humphreys. I'm another random act of helpfulness here. We go to the character counts issue of Dr. Josephson, and we noticed that when there's comment on what happens on this side of the fence, remember the clean hands doctrine. The last time you had your attorney here, you can ask him about that. Also, a little respect on that. Another issue is the Bond Oversight Committee and the Colby access to software. That's essential. If you're going to go in the 21st century, we have to, as Mr. Malcolm says, walk the walk. Also, the discussion debate issues that happened on the last meeting, that's the way it's supposed to be, so that people know what's going on. Otherwise, they have the perception, as we noticed from your previous special session that you had, perception is everything. If you're perceived to be hiding something, you're hiding something. If you're perceived to be untrustworthy, you're untrustworthy. Also, to the audit items, 2014 1 and 3000, with the malfeasance in handling cash is simply appalling. The issue is implementing the Peachtree software, where they do have specialized software. This is a $200 million operation here. We're doing Peachtree. We know that that's an issue, and it's only partially implemented as noted in the audit. Also, item 6000 and 2015-1, the federal and state category programs brings into question, how can anyone trust this district, especially if they read the details? And second issue is that in any administrator, if you come into a district or a business, just a straight business, it has a long history of perceived fiduciary malfeasance, what do? The first thing you do is you ask for the books. And if it looks to be what it is, they have what's called forensic audit organizations. They will come in, take a look, get all the books, get it sorted, tell you what the problems are, what the solutions can be, and you have the option. They will fix it up for you, train your staff, and get you up to speed, and then you can take care of the problems there after. And obviously that wasn't done in this district. And this individual before you, to this, everybody here, you've got more than ample examples of where to go to do things correctly. And in a professional thing, just go Pasadena, I keep looking at, there are others, Culver City and others, and to find out what the problem areas are. So all you have to do is look at the 4 Bond Oversight Committee grand jury probes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Humphries. Next, we have discussion and action items. The first one is approve agreement between Rowland Unified School District and Nigro for performance financial auditing service. I need a motion. I have a motion from Donna Friedman to approve agreement between Rowland Unified School District and Nigro for performance financial auditing services. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Mr. Kerry Chin. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have board policy 6170.1, transitional kindergarten. The board policy has been updated to reflect new laws and requirements related to the transitional kindergarten program. We're asking that this motion be adopted in full. May I have a motion? Or that this board policy be adopted in full, I'm sorry.
I move to adopt.
I have a motion to adopt by Lynn Ebenkamp,
I second.
a second by Donna Friedman. Any discussion? Mr. Malkin?
Is the main change the moving of the date 1 day?
There are a few changes in the
Right, I saw the other
policy.
changes.
The primary, one of the primary is changing the date to allow for, transitional kindergarten was established when the state changed the enrollment date for kindergarten. So you used to enroll a kindergartner if their birthday, they were going to turn 5 on December 2nd or earlier.
Right.
And then they pushed that back, you have to be 5 before September, on or before September 1st.
First.
So transitional kindergarten then was born for students that were in that middle, between September 2nd and December 2nd birthdays. And that's what our current policy reflects. There's been some changes in the law that now will allow us to enroll students who will turn 5 later in the year. So we're asking that the policy be amended to allow us to admit students into transitional kindergarten who will turn 5 between December 3rd and March 31st.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the same age group of kids. They're all going to start kindergarten together in the fall. So it allows a little bit of extra education. We do not receive funding for those students for ADA funding until they turn age 5. So there is a funding piece that is associated with it. But they would be filling either existing classes, or we could make a conscious decision if we wanted to make sure that we provided them with that early education experience prior to kindergarten.
Ms. Friedman?
The foundation is outstanding. I'd like to have them start so soon, and they'll be ready for kindergarten. That is the best thing for those students. I think it's a great idea that we have that.
Any additional discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have board policy 5111, admission. We're asking that we adopt board policy 5111, which has been updated to reflect new laws and requirements related to student enrollment. May I get a motion?
I move.
I have a motion by Carrie Chin,
I second.
second by Donna Friedman. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have our consent calendar, our consent items. Okay, just get my little in favor.
Right. Yes.
Sorry. Okay, may I have a motion to adopt the consent calendar, consent items as listed?
I move.
I have a motion by Donna Friedman,
Second.
second by Carrie Chin. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have our conference section, which is for information. Any board comments on that? Okay. And next, we have,
That was for board comments.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For individual
I
comments.
skipped that one. Yeah, okay. Next, we have board comments. Any board members have comments tonight? Mr. Malkin?
I just a very brief one. I went to the gold ribbon survey teams for Villa Cordes, Schilling, Navarre, and Giano. And each school has their own little personality as to how they greet the survey team. I thought Navarro wins the award with their cheerleaders on that one. I thought it was very clever what they did. But the schools the teachers showed up right early in the morning, the students were there early in some of the schools, and I mean, it really shows commitment to get that gold ribbon certification. And Alex, the grounds in the schools look great. I mean, it really looked good. So I was proud of Rowland. That's it.
Great, thank you. Ms. Freeman?
I was not ready, I didn't know we were going to do this. I went to the art, what was that called, IB Art, and the kids from Rowland and Nogales are so incredible. They did such great art. I had to walk around 3 times and saw so many beautiful art pieces, and plus the orchestra was playing, and also the culinary students were passing out appetizers and stuff, and it was just very professional. It was really nice. And then I also went to the Kids First, Rowland Kids First, Shay's meeting, and we had a really nice discussion on several topics. And the music festival was wonderful at Nogales High School. The kids are so good. We got to hear mariachis, we got to hear orchestra, we got to hear jazz. I mean, those kids are really talented. So a lot of wonderful things are happening here at Rowland.
Thank you. Mr. Chen?
Yeah, I attended one session of the Parent Involvement Academy, and I was very impressed. The session I attended was teaching the parents how to handle the stress, and I didn't realize there's so much stress, different type of stress with parents, and if the parents don't handle it well, and you will have kids and cause a lot of problems. And probably handle the stress, it will reduce a lot of disabilities, bullying, suicide, or other serious happenings for kids. So that was very valuable, the Parents Involvement Academy. And this is the 4th year I attended the session, and I wish we continue the program, and more parents will attend the academy, and very helpful.
Thank you, Mr. Chen. Ms. Ebenkamp?
Thank you. You've all been busy this March. I see people coming and going, and I want to say that I'm really proud of our Gold Ribbon School. Our Gold Ribbon schools that are still up and running for the competition. We have I've been to several of these also, and I think I'm just real proud of our schools and what they're doing. For the new board members, you guys have jumped right in, and you're attending stuff. I don't think I've been to anything that there has been less than 2 board members at a function. So we're getting to our schools, we're getting to our events, and that's our job, part of our job. Mrs. Pride is doing a great job as our president this year. She's showing us good leadership. And I was really pleased at the music festival also. And some of us have been asking for more music in the program if we can. We're striving for STEM, but we also want to keep the arts in the program because there are a lot of kids who really accelerate and do well with the arts, and that's what they and their parents want. It really helps them be better learners too, especially the music programs. So I was really pretty pleased at the instrumental event on Saturday night. And our music teachers are doing a fabulous job with our kids. I've been to several of these, and this was the best one yet. They get better each and every year, even the little ones, even the elementary kids. They were better. There weren't a lot of squawks and squeaks. There were a few, but not very many. They were really good. But I would just like to close by saying, since we get comments at our meetings about this, that, and the other, about the board and about our classes and what we're doing, I just wish everybody would get to some of these presentations so they could see our students shine, because they shine Saturday night. Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Ebenkamp. I was just looking at my calendar, and it has been very, very busy. I was looking at all the events that I've been to since last board meeting, which was just a couple of weeks ago, and several of us are going to another event tonight after we leave here. So I won't bore you with everything, I just want to highlight two. One was Alvarado's show choir competition that was held over at Placentia High School. It was in Placentia. Was it Placentia High School? It was over the hill. Anyway, they did a great job, really, really good job, and I was very thrilled to see how much that choir has grown from when my daughter was there. They did a fabulous job, and I really enjoyed going out to watch their competition. The second thing that I want to highlight that I really, really enjoyed, and I enjoy all the activities that I go to, but I don't want to bore you guys. The second one was the senior seminar presentations. Those were just fabulous. They were incredible, and I'm sitting in on another group this Friday, and I'm looking forward to sitting in on those presentations. If any of you have never seen them, I encourage you to come out and watch them. They were really, really good. Our students, I was really, really impressed. So, and then I'd like to second what Ms. Evankamp said about the arts and how important the choirs and the theaters and the arts, drawing and painting are to our students, and how we need to support those programs as well as the academic programs, because all of us that know, especially working at a college, it takes more than academics to get into college. You have to have some other skills and traits and activities on your resume as well. So that's all I have. So with that, we will adjourn to closed session at 4:46 p.m.
And
Nice to see you.
for the board and anybody in the administration, if you want to have a few minutes to say anything for the YouTube presentation, I'll be right here, unedited. Just say whatever you want to say.
Good, thank you.
Is that not the ultimate in transparency?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Thank you. I know.
Now, ladies, I'm looking to interview somebody on the lack of
So Sharon needs to be here for 4:30. She'll be here for 4:30.
What is
This
is outrageous.
that you were actually going to bake some and bring. 15
I
minutes.
must have missed
Yeah,
that.
my story.